YouTube, what up? It is week 4 of the NFL season, and we have some more picks to get to. Our second pick. Our first pick was for Thursday Night Football, but our second pick of week 2 of NFL regular season is the Carolina Panthers plus 4.5 hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. We are going back to the hot hand with the red rifle, Andy Dalton. I told you guys last week, Andy Dalton is a massive upgrade over Bryce Young. I had people in the comments talking shit, telling me it was a horrible take. I had people on Twitter that were disagreeing with me. Per usual, I was right. The haters were wrong. It is what it is. Andy Dalton is a massive upgrade over Bryce Young. I told you guys last week my toaster oven is a massive upgrade over Bryce Young because Bryce Young will throw 17 interceptions in the first drive of the game, and the game will be over. Okay? Andy Dalton is an actual quarterback. I'm not saying he's elite, but in this current NFL landscape, I put him as like an average quarterback, and that is definitely a lot higher than Bryce Young, and he proved it. Said the team was going to be desperate because Bryce was killing their contract value. Now they have Andy, and they really want to keep Andy as the starter because they want their money. At the end of the day, everybody's in this thing for money. There's a few guys that want to win championships, and 99.9% want to make money. It is what it is, and Bryce Young is going to lose them money because they're all going to be associated as bums by being on the worst team. So everybody, I believe, will continue to play for Andy Dalton, and I think Andy Dalton, not just at the play for him, Andy Dalton himself, his performance last week, it wasn't just good, it was elite. And I'm not saying he's an elite quarterback, but he's an average quarterback, and he could hold his own in the NFL. The Bengals, on the other hand, man, I think that last loss might have killed their season. I think that last game for the Bengals was a must-win game to get their season on the right track. They blow it 0-3, and I have a feeling we'll see what happens. But Jamar Chase seems like a hothead, and I have a feeling their locker room is going to get similar to Philly's last year with all the AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts drama. I have a feeling that's going to be the case this year with Jamar Chase just losing his cool. And I wouldn't be surprised if this team just implodes. So we'll see what happens. But this is another bad spot for Cincy. They're on a short week coming off Monday Night Football. Now they have to go to Carolina. I know Carolina, in its current landscape, has not had the most intimidating home field advantage because they don't get a lot of attendance. But I wouldn't be shocked if under Andy Dalton and after seeing that performance, if the city gets... they rally a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to be the biggest home field advantage ever, but maybe they get a little bit more now. So it's just a few things. I think morale, is down for Cincy. I think that, just these tight losses the last 2 weeks, I just think it's mentally defeating for them to not at least be like one game out of being 500. Now they're 0-3. If they win, they're 1-3. It's like they're very far away from having a shot this season. So I think they're a little fucked up mentally. And let's be honest, Joe Burrow, everybody grades him based on, the past, the Super Bowl. And I'm not saying he's looked bad this year. That's not what I'm saying. But they look at him, Super Bowl quarterback, made it to the AFC Championship, has done very well against Mahomes, who's considered the best quarterback in football. But here's the thing. Joe Burrow had some serious injuries last year. And, he had that calf injury. I think he got his appendix removed. I'm not saying that's still an issue, but I'm just saying he had a lot go on last year. And then he had that massive, hand or wrist injury. So his body's gotten beat up. When I watch him play, like this guy kind of reminds me of a better Kirk Cousins. Like, I think he throws a better ball, makes better decisions than Kirk in the pocket. But as like his mobility is shit. Maybe I'm wrong. I remember him being able to move better in the past, but I feel like that's why he gets sacked so much is if somebody, if the O-line isn't perfect, he is horrible at evading and like just making a good pocket play. Like he needs a super clean pocket, I feel like, or he just makes a crazy good throw, just saying, fuck it, I'm going to get hit. But a lot of times, like he just cannot evade anything and it looks bad. So I'm not as high on him anymore as probably the rest of the market is. So you take all those things into consideration. And then on the Panthers side, I know they're usually pretty bad defensively. It is what it is. Bengals haven't been great defensively this year either. But Andy Dalton is the guy that I just believe in the sense that he's undervalued. Okay, I'm not saying I believe in him as he's the man to win a playoff game, but as far as where the market's putting this, I still think he's getting disrespected. I think he's a lot better than where the market is putting these numbers at. And this is going to be the first home game with Andy Dalton for the Panthers this year. So little boost there. My numbers put this game much closer to a pick 'em, and I'm going to call it right now. Again, this can go either way. It's not something I feel strong about, but if I have to pick a winner in this game, I'm going upset alert back-to-back weeks. Carolina Panthers win this game. I'll say they win it by a field goal because I have my numbers very close for this game. It could go either way, but I got it slightly leaning Carolina. Panthers win this game by a field goal. Bengals go 0-4. Jamar Chase loses his cool. Team implodes. On to next year for Cincinnati. We'll see how it plays out. Panthers plus 4.5 on 1 unit. A unit is 1% of your bankroll. Per usual, you bet responsibly. You never have to bet my picks. I'm just documenting to see how I do for the public to see. And that's it. You guys can either tail it or not. Totally up to you. Never any pressure on that. And that's it, guys. We'll have some more videos coming up. Peace.